What if I told you that one of the biggest superstars of our time just reignited the never-ending conversation about the true king of pop? What if I told you that Bruno Mars, the man who has taken over stages around the world, just dropped a statement so powerful that fans everywhere can't stop talking about it? And here's the kicker, it all happened on Michael Jackson's birthday. Stay with us, because this story is bigger than a tribute. It's a reminder of legacy, respect, and the kind of magic that only music can create. But before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give us a like, drop your thoughts in the comments, and share this video with every Michael Jackson and Bruno Mars fan you know. Trust me, you will want to be part of this conversation. Bruno Mars isn't just another singer, he's a global icon, a performer who can sell out stadiums in minutes. A man who has been compared to legends more times than he can count, with hits like Uptown Funk to 4K Magic and his Silk Sonic collaboration with Anderson .Paak. Bruno Mars has cemented himself as one of the greatest entertainers of our generation. But if you ask Bruno Mars where it all began, he'll tell you one name: Michael Jackson, the king of pop. The artist who redefined performance, who made music videos into cinematic experiences, who turned concerts into unforgettable spectacles. For Bruno, Michael Jackson wasn't just an influence, he was the influence. So when Michael Jackson's birthday came around this year, the world waited to see what tributes would pour in. And then, Bruno Mars spoke, and when he did, the internet exploded. On his social media, Bruno Mars dropped a tribute that instantly went viral. His words were simple, yet thunderous in their impact. There will never be another king of pop, prince of pop, or any other title with the word pop in it. Michael owns them all. Bruno Mars. In a single statement, Bruno Mars managed to silence debates that have been swirling for years. Who's the new king of pop? Could Bruno himself inherit that crown? Fans and media outlets have speculated endlessly, but Bruno's answer was clear: there's no crown to inherit. Michael Jackson is the king forever. And here's the thing, coming from Bruno Mars, these words carried weight. This wasn't just a casual fan saying it. This was a man who has been called the modern Michael, someone who has mastered dance, vocals, and showmanship in ways eerily reminiscent of Jackson himself. For Bruno to step back and say, no, the crown stays with him, that's respect on another level. Within minutes, Bruno's tribute blew up online. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, you name it. People were sharing his words. Fans were emotional. One user wrote, "This is why I love Bruno Mars. He knows his place in history, and he honors the man who paved the way." Another fan said, "Bruno could easily claim the throne, but instead, he bows to the king. Pure class." Media outlets picked it up immediately. Headlines like "Bruno Mars honors Michael Jackson with powerful statement," and "Bruno Mars says Michael owns every pop title," spread like wildfire. Even entertainment journalists admitted that Bruno's words had a raw honesty that's rare in the music industry. And it wasn't just fans and journalists. Other artists chimed in too. Some reposted Bruno's tribute with their own comments about Michael Jackson's impact. It became more than just a birthday message. It became a global conversation about legacy, influence, and the unshakable shadow of the king of pop. Think about this for a second. Bruno Mars is one of the only artists alive today who can fill arenas, electrify audiences, and deliver performances that people compare to the golden age of Michael Jackson. He's danced in glittering suits, moonwalked across stages, and made millions believe that true showmanship isn't dead. Yet, when the world tries to crown him the new king of pop, he refuses. Instead, he redirects the spotlight back to the man who inspired him as a child. There's something profoundly moving about that, because in an industry obsessed with titles, ego, and being the best, Bruno Mars chose humility. He chose respect. He chose to remind us that Michael Jackson's throne isn't vacant. It's untouchable, and maybe that's why fans love Bruno so much. He's not just chasing charts or collecting awards. He's protecting something bigger, the idea that legends are timeless, that respect should always come before recognition. Now here's where things get even more interesting. This tribute wasn't just about Michael Jackson, it was also about Bruno Mars himself, because every time Bruno bows to Michael, fans can't help but notice the similarities. Just last year, Bruno sold out multiple nights at Dolby Live in Las Vegas, delivering shows that critics described as electric, unmatched, and pure magic. His performances around the world, from Tokyo Dome to Madison Square Garden, proved that he's in a league of his own. And yet, he never claims the throne. He never asks for the title. Instead, he keeps working, keeps performing, keeps creating moments that remind us why he's one of the greatest entertainers alive today. It's almost poetic. By refusing to call himself the king of pop, Bruno Mars ensures that fans see him as something else, something fresh, unique, and eternal. Not a copy, not a replacement, but a legend in his own right. So here we are. Bruno Mars' birthday tribute to Michael Jackson wasn't just a post. It was a statement that shook the music world. It reminded fans why Michael's influence will never fade. It reminded us why Bruno Mars is respected not only as a performer, but as a person. And it reignited the conversation about what it really means to be a king of pop. The internet may argue, fans may debate, media may speculate, but when Bruno Mars says, "Michael owns them all," that's the final word. Because if anyone could have tried to wear the crown, it's Bruno Mars. And if he's telling us the crown belongs to Michael forever, then maybe that's the truth we all needed to hear. But here's what makes Bruno Mars' words resonate so deeply. It's not just about Michael Jackson's birthday or a fleeting viral post. It's about the generational bridge Bruno has been building throughout his career. Every time Bruno Mars steps on stage, whether it's in Las Vegas under the shimmering lights of Dolby Live or at the Tokyo Dome in front of tens of thousands of fans, he's carrying with him a piece of Michael's legacy. He doesn't just perform, he tells a story through movement, voice, and energy. And that's exactly what Michael did for decades. When Bruno said, "Michael owns them all," he wasn't just praising his idol. He was acknowledging that his own artistry exists because Michael broke barriers first. Michael turned the Super Bowl halftime show into a cultural event. Michael made music videos into cinematic epics. Michael taught the world that a performance could be bigger than life itself. Bruno Mars, in his own way, has followed that blueprint, while still writing his own chapter in history. And that's why fans across the United States and around the world felt this tribute so personally. It wasn't only about looking back, it was about appreciating the present. Because in 2025, while Bruno continues to dominate the music industry with sold-out tour, Grammy wins, and chart-topping hits, he still takes a moment to bow his head and honor the man who made all of this possible. That kind of humility is rare in show business, and when it comes from Bruno, it feels authentic, because we've seen it time and time again in his career. Just think back to the Grammy Awards in 2018, when Bruno swept the night with 2 Magic. Even in his biggest moment of triumph, he thanked his inspirations, from Prince to Michael, making it clear that he never stands alone on stage. Or remember the Silk Sonic era, when Bruno and Anderson .Paak revived retro soul and R&B with a modern twist. That, too, was a nod to the legends before them. A continuation of a musical conversation that spans generations. So when Bruno Mars honored Michael Jackson on his birthday this year, fans weren't just reading a tribute, they were watching a torch being held, not passed, but preserved. So now the question is, what do you think? Was Bruno Mars right to say that no one, not even himself, should ever take the title King of Pop? Do you believe Michael Jackson's legacy is untouchable? Or do you think one day someone could step into that spotlight? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, we're reading every single one. And don't forget, if you loved this story, smash that like button, subscribe for more Bruno Mars and Michael Jackson updates, and share this video with your friends. And something tells me, this won't be the last time Bruno Mars makes the world stop and listen.